Hi again, welcome to another live. So this is the regular Q&A. So I'm here to answer all of your questions regarding the upcoming program. I've been receiving, of course, your questions, and I have gathered them in such a way as to help you not to have any more questions. But if you still have questions, I understand that because that's a very new formula and structure of a program. And if you have not been following it for a while, you might not have known. So definitely, use the chat below, and I would really love to hear from you. So today's plan, I'm going to share my screen with you. Okay. I'm sorry you see all the tools, and we will start shortly by introducing once again, the things that we're going to cover. Of course, the modules and the content of the program doesn't limit to the things that we're going to discuss here. This is the general structure of the program, but of course, working together, we will be able, to add more things depending on, your needs. Okay, so let me know if you have any more questions. And yes, you will see all the things that I cover. And yes, this is the ultimate LinkedIn prospecting system revealed. So use the chat below and let me know where you're watching from. I see some familiar faces here. If you've been following for a while, we have had 2 already live sessions. One with Erika Matamuto, who just completed the previous round of my 3-month group coaching program for language professionals. And she was actually also working with me on one-to-one. So she said her own experience and the difference between a one-to-one and a group program. So you can watch the recording wherever you're watching me from. If you give me an idea where you watch me from, I can give you, more tangible answers on where to find the recording. And of course, we have had also Valentina, Italian translator from Savona, more than 10 years of experience, and she said her own opinion of my 3-month program, being a graduate of the previous one and getting into the next round. And Valentina, she explained why did she join both of my programs, okay? And also both, they said their real success stories and results they've gained by working with me and getting part into our 3-month program. So use the chat below and let me know if you have any kind of questions, and of course say hello. I would really love to see where you're watching us from. So say just hello. And of course, if you have any kind of questions, business related or to the upcoming program or the content of our last masterclass, of course, use the chat below. I'm here to answer any of your questions to help you to start implementing things, even on your own. Okay, so I'm revealing here, you've been asking me, what is the ultimate LinkedIn prospecting system? Is it a process? Is it a system? Is it a coaching program? What is it? So I can say that is all of them. It offers all of them in different aspects. Like, yes, it's a system because during those 3 months that we're going to work together in this group coaching program, you will create a system tailored to your own business, where it can even automatically work for you with automation tools to bring you high quality leads on a consistent basis. It's a group coaching program or business mentoring program, you can name it, because we are a international group of like-minded colleagues from all over the world. So no matter where you're based, no matter what is your language combination, okay, no matter what is your starting point, if you're just starting out as a translator or if you're a more experienced one, then definitely this program will help you to take the next step in your career and in your business. So if you missed the previous lives, then definitely it really makes sense, because they gave us their actual opinion of working with me and getting a part in this specific program. And actually both were very different. Erika, she was just starting out when she joined the program with 0 experience, 0 clients. She initiated her business while she was working with me in the program, whereas Valentina, with 10 plus years of experience, she joined my program. And because you would love to leverage your marketing activity, to have a system in place, a process to follow on, okay, and that was the reason to join my group coaching program. Both stories very inspirational. The least you can get is some inspiration, motivation to follow your dreams. The most of those for me are they did it, and this program actually helped them, to take the next step in their career and even find, as a starting out translator, already 4 direct clients. And Valentina already mentioned she was even receiving phone calls after we optimized her LinkedIn profile. So yes, and this is the reason why Valentina, she joined my 3-month program for the second time, because it really, really works. And if it didn't work, she wouldn't trust me, for another 3 months. So let's get into the details, because you told me what we're going to cover. We're not going to limit only the things you see here. And if you have questions, if it's not clear, use the chat below. Let me know if you have more questions. If you really want to ask me something personal that you cannot share in the chat, you can send me an email at info@vmentoring.com, or you can book a call with me through the link I'm going to share shortly in the chat. So stay tuned. No strings attached, no convincing, calls, just to see if this is the actual program that can really help you, to achieve your goals. So what we're going to do, we're going to set the basics. Even if you went through the identifying, your ideal client avatar exercise for your own business, or you have never touched this and you have no clue who is your ideal client avatar, then definitely this program can help you, because we tailor each of the modules and trainings to your own needs. So the approach that I have is actually helping you, no matter what is your starting point, to define and identify your ideal client, with the best ways to make it work through LinkedIn. So my approach for this program is everything with the approach to getting them, and attracting them through LinkedIn. So if you have no clue who's your ideal client avatar, by joining this program in the couple first weeks, you will have a crystal clear idea. If you already have defined that, I am pretty sure 100%, and I can guarantee that by joining this program, you will have a new whole perspective of how to approach this exercise and why is that so important for your own business. And I totally recommend you to revisit this exercise, at least twice a year. Of course, we're going to work together, which means that you're not alone. It's not a course that you're going to implement alone. No, we implement together, and you receive personalized feedback so as to have everything refined and finalized and make it work for your own business. Unique selling proposition. Yes, many of you mentioned that you really struggle. And even if I'm giving free masterclass and we work together, still you think that something is missing. If you join this program, nothing will be missing. We are going to use and make the most out of it just to make your marketing work for your own business. People who optimize their LinkedIn profile based on my advice, they got even 900% more views to their profile. They got even phone calls from local clients. If the local market is something that you're really looking to get clients from, we are going to create messages and what to send to your clients, because many of you, like you told me, you've been contacting clients on LinkedIn, but no one is getting back to you, or you would like to contact them, but you don't know what to write them, or you might have been sending messages, but they are ghosting you, like you never hear back from them before. Those are real case scenario. Some of you mentioned those stories. So then definitely I think that this will be the last program you will ever need. You will get the templates that they really convert. By using them, you will see that you will not only get replies, but you will also get the follow-up process, how to follow up those replies, just to reassure that you will be able to close a deal with the client. But my main approach is actually to start building long-term relationships with people that they really trust you, okay, and you share the same values. And that is always my approach, even if we create both your sales emails and LinkedIn messages. So if you have any questions, drop your questions in the chat, and I would really love to address them. And of course, relate to what we're discussing, or in general with LinkedIn prospecting system, my group coaching program, whatever you would like to discuss. I'm so glad that you're here with me. I'm not alone, and thank you so much for joining me. Getting started. So because you're not only going to learn and implement the basics and adjust them for your own business, but we're going to start implementing. So there will be a hands-on training on how to use LinkedIn search button, tips and tricks, okay, hands-on training, like to make the most out of it. So you don't only identify who is your ideal client, but I help you, all of us together, we find them, okay? Several methods to guarantee that your ideal clients exist out there, where to find them. And by find them, I don't mean 1 and 2, 2,000, even more clients in less than 3 months. Find a decision maker, because most of you have been mentioning that the most trickiest part is actually, okay, you know your client, you know what company you would like to contact, but if the company has 3 or 4 different people with the same title who would be, the person you should contact for translation services, then definitely this is something we're going to deal together. You are going to implement, which means you're going to contact your ideal clients. Okay, no more imposter syndrome or lack of confidence. You will have the support that you need, 24 hours, 7 days per week to actually take the next step. Get out of your comfort zone, because growth cannot happen without getting out of your comfort zone, and you will be able to implement what we teaches you to be able to see the results. There is no other way, to see the results, even if you pay for the best mentor, coach, or you have the best strategy there and structure for what you do. If you don't actually implement those things, okay, no matter how efficient they are, if you don't implement them, you won't be able to see the results. And of course, I know that's very important, the after you contact the clients, what you do next, how you nurture the relationship with them, and this is something we are going to cover. You're going also to create content for your clients, because I've seen that this is something you really struggle. So I have included a module for this. So I'm going you through how to create, your content marketing strategies so as to attract, more traffic and engagement from your ideal clients, especially for LinkedIn. But yeah, of course, the principles we're going to focus on can be implemented in other platforms as well accordingly. And yes, most of you lack knowledge of how LinkedIn algorithm really works. So yes, definitely after leaving this program, you'll have also 100% clear idea of how the algorithm works and how you can make it, work towards your own needs. So not only, learning theory, we're going to see why you don't get any results, why you don't get so many views that the people have been working with get, and what you've been doing wrong, so as to reverse that, and change that, and of course make your strategy to thrive over the long term. So hello, Marion, how are you? Do you have any questions? Thank you for joining me live. Let me know if you have any questions. Where are you from? Where are you based, Marion? Is this France? Is it France your name? Is that correct? Where are you from? Let me know in the chat. Marion Cataneo or Italian, I don't know. But I would really love to know where you're watching me from. So use the chat below and let me know that you're watching me live. And of course, you're going to learn and explore the Sales Navigator. Yes, I'm from France. You see, I got it from the name. Welcome to our group and this live session. What you would like to learn more about this training, this program, in general, my mentoring. I'm fine, thanking you. I'm pretty well. I'm so excited that I have so many good guests today. So Marion, if you missed the previous lives, there were 2 different live sessions that were live streamed in the group, so I can tag you there to get access. One with Valentina, that's 10 plus years of experience. She will be joining us in the Ultimate LinkedIn Prospecting System, and Erica, who just graduated from the previous round. She is a starting out translator, but with my help, she has already gained 4 recurring direct clients. So Marion, I'm here to answer all of your questions. Feel free to ask me anything. And of course, automation processes and tools, okay? Because some of you have been joining my programs only just, to learn about those tools. So the upcoming 30 minutes will be devoted to all your questions. And of course, I would really like to have some times by the end to share with you some success stories. So if you've been wondering when the 12-week program starts, then definitely, okay, we're going to start the first week of June. I have said, officially through email, if you have been subscribed there, the June 6th as a week of starting, but the sessions themselves, and when they're going to take place, they are going to be adjusted based on your availability. So as soon as you join the program, and I totally recommend you, if really interested in those programs, to take advantage of the price that they really exist, and there is 20% discount until tomorrow midnight, because the registration closes, so me to be able to prepare the content and the program itself. So what days and times this will run? This also is going to be according, to your own situation and your own availability. So I'm not going, to set dates and times that they don't really work. I really want you, to be able to make the most out of it. And the best way to make the most out of a group coaching program is actually, attending the live sessions. So the minimum you can do is actually follow me for the live sessions for the upcoming 3 months that we're going to work together. Just 1 hour per week. That's it. With 1 hour going live with me, per week, you will have exactly, the steps that you need to follow. You will implement them, having my support there. And of course, you will be able to see the results that you wish. So days and times according to your availability. Usually it's Tuesday or Thursday, Monday or Wednesday. How the program will be developed if I choose to implement it 1 year instead of 3 months. But this is a great question, and I don't really understand if this is clear to you. But the program itself is for 3 months, so you implement also and you learn during the 3 months. But then you can implement the things that you learn, like whenever you want to boost your business activity or integrate them in your annual business plan. So whenever you want, you can do it a whole year round, which actually I do. So the 3 months is a duration of the program that you can implement anything with my own help. But if you want to actually still implement the process that you learn and everything, you get access to the content of the program for a whole year. So here there is a misconception. Actually, the group coaching sessions are 12, not 6, as all of the weeks, 12 weeks program, okay? 12 sessions, 1 weekly session, per week. And then you will be available for the first 3 months live with me. Will be live with me for the first 3 months. Throughout the year, you get access to the whole material, like resources, we've said, the chat, the communications, the live sessions, but the recorded ones. So what does that mean? That the live program is of a 3 month duration, the ultimate LinkedIn prospecting system, okay? But you get access for a whole year to the material, which means that you can implement the things and get access, videos, trainings, resources for a whole year. Will I get support also of the 3 month of the program? I have news for you based on your, feedback and request. I initiated the alumni. It's an annual alumni program where people that they graduate, they complete successfully my program. They're, eligible to actually get access to the alumni. So what I mean is that I can be next to you, for a whole year round, and you can renew the membership of the people I work with as many years as you want, as long as I'm here and alive. But if you want more, intensive support, you need to be in one of my programs. The other support that you can get is through my free resources that I have plenty, me doing free courses that I also run plenty, and my Ask Your Mentor Anything live sessions that usually take place weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly basis, where you can reach out to me directly, through those live sessions and ask me anything you want to know about your business, your processes, and anything that you're missing in your strategy. Who's going to teach? That's a great question. Myself, guys. There is no one else, until right now. Okay, I don't know if in the future I will add more people. When does the early bird expire? So the early bird has already expired, but you can get also 20% if you sign up by tomorrow midnight, and then the registration closes. So when the registration closes, exact time, and this not is the correct price, 1,800 euros, is actually tomorrow, May 19th at midnight. What I mean, if that's going to be in a group, how does it work? Yes, in a group, like, I don't know if you have ever participated in any Zoom call, like click on the Zoom link and join a live session with other people having your cameras and microphones on, then that's how we're going to meet. So it's going to be online because there is an international community, people from all over the world. We're not going to be alone. And that's the perfect, way to actually feel motivated and have, more feedback from more people and brainstorm ideas and the support that you need, apart from myself, one person, a whole international community of like-minded colleagues, that they actually have done it, and they're there to help you, achieve your goals as well. So let me know if something is not clear and you would like me, to go even further. What does a session look like? Amazing. I think I've already, replied to that. So what I was telling you is a session is like a Zoom call with cameras on. Okay, we will be interacting with each other. You will get direct access to me. So as what? So as to be able to get all of your questions answered, so as to receive as much of feedback that you wish, and of course to be able to be next to you, and to know you, because for me it's really important to build a relationship with the people I work with, and this cannot happen if we don't have an eye contact, and we are not in direct contact through camera and those live sessions. For me, I'm repeating, is really, really important that you can make it and you can join me at least for 1 hour per week during the live sessions. That's the least, okay, you can do. So let's go to your next question. How do you work with identifying needs, set goals, and create a plan? So I use a specific process with questions and forms. There is an onboarding form where I will ask you questions specifically for your background and your goals, so as me to be able, to adjust your strategy in such a way with those actionable steps that will bring you closer to the actual goals that you want to achieve. And of course, on a bi-weekly basis, you will be shared, an accountability progress form where, apart from myself, you will also be able to know your progress, what you have achieved, where you stand, what you need to pay attention on, and things like that. So if you're not an action taker, don't take this program. This program is for those that they lack implementation and, of course, strategy. So I don't only create the strategy for you, you will be able to implement so as you to be able to see tangible results even during the program. So here is a great question I got and received. I did a course about marketing for freelance translators. It was really helpful, but the trainer was only giving us lots of tips and ideas. I hadn't considered many of them, so it was good, but not very specific. So if you've been listening to the live sessions I've been hosting the last few days, and totally recommend you to find them in our Facebook group underneath the video sections. You go media, videos, and you will be able to watch the most recent ones. And of course, on my LinkedIn profile, in my recent activity, and my YouTube channel, the recent videos. Watch them because apart from the fact that they're very inspirational, they actually help you to understand how specific this program is. And everyone mentions that they receive personalized feedback. So it's as much specific as it gets, okay? And of course, it's really important to understand that apart from being, specific, this program actually it's an implementation program. It's not a course. So I'm not teaching you something and then you leave the program and you implement along with many questions that you might have. It's actually the fact that I'm there, okay, to guarantee your success. I'm there next to you to see if it works or not for you and to readjust anything if that's needed, okay? So let me know if you have any kind of question. For me, it's really, really important to understand the things that we are discussing here. So if something is not clear, use the chat below and let me know if you would like me, to elaborate a bit more on this. So where, again, I think I've mentioned that on Zoom, there will be a dedicated Zoom private link only for the paid members, to join together once per week. Great question. Well, if I cannot attend one live session, then yes, life happens in between, so that can be, the case. But in general, I recommend you to make the most out of this program and join me live. But still, if something happens and you won't be able, I have got you covered, okay? You will be able to get access to the recording of all of the calls inside the private community for only the paid members, right after the call. So you don't need to wait, even if like you are in a delay or you just missed it, you can right away start watching it. So, do you plan on offering another session later this year? To be honest, it's very, for me, apart from time consuming, it's a 3-month, program where I'm on a weekly basis working on all of your goals. And I'm also fully booked with one-to-one VIP clients that they prefer, the more expensive programs, working with me one-to-one rather than in a group. So I really want to help and I really want to offer 100% of my energy and my knowledge. So in order for me to be able to reassure that for you, I don't intend to run those programs more than 2, maximum 3 times per year, which means for this specific program is the first and last time I run it in 2022. The next round is not going to be in autumn. So don't lose this opportunity by considering that you will be joining in autumn. No, the next round, if everything goes well, because I cannot promise and I don't know my schedule, but the initial plan is to launch and run again from January 2023. What is the difference between a course and this program? Let's sum up again, because I've been, answering these questions, but there might be new people here joining us. Yes, there is not a course. A course is something you attend, might be self-paced, might be live, might be recorded, but you attend, you live, and you implement alone. And a course gives you tips, gives you knowledge, but you are not able to implement for your own business, to receive feedback for that, to refine it, to review it, and have it readjusted so as to bring you the desirable results. Plus, usually a course is of a determined, duration that this is what it can give you. But if you really want to get tangible results, if you really want to become fully booked, if you really want to create the ultimate LinkedIn prospecting system, which will bring you on a consistent basis, like 100 leads per day or per week, depending on your capacity, then you need this program. And I don't call it course because it's an implementation program. You're going to take action apart from attending, my trainings and getting instructions. Plus, I'm there next to you, which means I'm responsible for your progress. I'm responsible for your success, okay? You are not alone to implement things that they don't really work. No, I'm there next to you to make those things that I'm teaching to work for you. That's how I've got so good testimonials also on my page, on my website, and definitely recommend you to click vmentoring.com success stories to find the previous mentees of mine, what successes they've got, okay? I'm starting out as a translator. Can I still join the program? So definitely what's Erica's Matsumoto, the previous recording, which is a very starting out translator who joined the previous round of the 3-month program. And she just, finished it, completed it. And she told us already that during the program, while she was working with me, she was able to initiate her own business. She was able to create targeted CVs, cover letters, emails that actually brought her 4 clients already. And by 4 clients, I mean also direct clients, not only agencies. She initiated her own business, her branding, her website, her domain name, her logo. So everything that is needed so as to be professional and to be able to become fully booked ASAP. So if you really are like Eric as a starting out translator, don't hesitate because you have more to gain by the experience and expertise of the other participants. So as you double, benefit for the starting out translators. I know my ideal client in theory, but not in practice. Can the ultimate LinkedIn prospecting system help me? So most probably what I get from your question, that the way that it is written here, that in theory, like you have identified who might be your ideal client, but you've never reached out to them, or you are struggling to actually create a prospect list to find them online so as to contact them, then that's what we do. Yes, through the ultimate LinkedIn prospecting system, the first thing that we cover is the ideal client avatar, and not only in theory. So if you really want to run a market research, if you want to have discovery calls, so to find out the needs, of your clients, then this program is the right for you. I bring and I add complementary free resources for anything that you might ask me during those 3 months. So if you tell me, Virginia, I've never, gone through discovery calls. I don't know what to ask my clients. I have a script for that and we can rehearse it before you go. I don't leave you alone. If you tell me I want to gather, testimonials, I will share with you a form that I send to my clients, and really converts and brings me, very good testimonials from my own clients. So also I've got you covered for that. If you tell me, for example, I don't know how to go through the sales call, I have a sales call script. So no matter what is the additional need that you might come up along the way while you implement the ultimate LinkedIn prospecting system, then I've got you covered. And that's why I insist on people taking action during the program, because that's the only way to see what you might miss in your lack of knowledge, so as for me to be able to help you, or what might not be working for you and we need to readjust. So implementation is a very, important part of this program. Another question you've shared with me, does the ultimate LinkedIn prospecting system go through the whole sales process, not just lead generation, but follow-up? For sure, 100%. Why is that? Because for me, it's not only to create you a system that will bring you leads on a consistent basis, because that's pretty important as well. And if, thousands of quality leads, if they come to your way, there is no way not to book and close a deal with such leads. So it's the first step, and actually that will bring you sales. But if you really actually struggle on how to code the projects, how to price it, how to go through the conversation, written or orally, I can help you. So as just previously mentioned, I have scripts, to go through the sales calls. I can create the emails follow-up, of course, through the templates that are included, follow-up messages on LinkedIn, not only the first connection requests. Let's see the next question, but please use the chat below, okay, and let me know if you have any kind of question, and if something that I'm sharing here might not be very clear to you, I would really like to address it, okay? So I answered that, I assume. Yes, it's going to be in a group, okay? So how does it work? We meet in a group, like on a call with a group, small group of people, all professional. Everyone is helping the other, no competition. The opposite, I would say, a lot of collaborations that will be built, long-term relationships and friendships. People I have worked with 2 years ago are still friends, and they meet with each other. So there is nothing to miss from the international group community. For me, it's really important to understand the value of being part of a community, and especially if those people, are based in another continent or another country with different cultural background and different, profitability or good economies or not. And those people still, face the same problems as you do. And those people, they have, created systems, or they created them along during my program with my help to actually bring them the desirable results. So it's so motivational, inspirational. People, they get support, they brainstorm more ideas, more feedback. So you don't get access only to me, but a whole group of actual professionals. So let me know if you have any more questions. And if you don't, I will go through, success stories. And I think also that those stories are really, really inspirational. And I think that you will never again, think that you cannot do it. Okay? Because if they did it, it wasn't because they have different language combination. It wasn't because, they live in another country. And it wasn't because, they are legal, technical, or what it was their specialization about. No, never that's the case. Okay, the process that I teach, the system that you're going to create for your own business, and my approach in general has helped people no matter where they're based in their world and no matter what is their starting, point in the industry to actually reach 5-figure months working from home. Okay, so we'll stay a bit longer here with you, and I would really love to know if you really have any other question for me. And of course, shortly I will go through the next file. Okay, but I just would like to go through a bit fast to your questions if I've missed anything. And let me know what would be, the reason that's holding you back, and you haven't taken the action that is needed, and you haven't registered for the ultimate LinkedIn prospecting system. So I would really love to know, because rarely, like I would say never, the money, the time is the reason that someone doesn't join such a program, doesn't follow their dreams. So I would really love to know what's holding you back, okay, from actually taking that step, so as to see if it's an actual reason, okay, because if this program is not going to help you, I will be 100% sure. I don't want to lower my successfulness rate of those programs. I wouldn't jeopardize to accept people that I know from the first hand that they won't be able to complete it successfully and see the results they want to get by working with me. So I will be the first to let you know that this, this program is not for you. But if you're considering, that the money, the time usually is the reason, that's not. And also, if you're afraid that you cannot do it, or maybe you will fail, or you want to, be able to have the results that you wished, book a call with me, because it's such a pity not to join such a program and to miss such an opportunity because of a misconception or something that you've got wrongly through your mind. Okay, so yes, I've got access to some more questions, and given about money that you mentioned, I liked what I heard and saw during your presentation, but your prices are way beyond my rates. For me, it's really important what kind of growth you wish to get to your business. The higher the goals, the higher the chance of actually getting where you want to go. So even if your goal is not to reach 5-figure months, that many of my mentees they've done and still they're doing by working in my alumni, even if this is not your goal, setting such higher goal, you will be able to get faster results for your own business and reach 5K, 6K per month working from home easier than the 10K. So I can tell you that I know that this is not a cheap program, but also my knowledge is not cheap. And also people I have worked with, they've shared with me and they told me, Virginia, after, of course, they graduated, they completed the program, Virginia, you actually sell the program, the price of the program is very low in comparison to what you teach us. And I agree with that, because if I had a process and a system in place with automation tools that would bring me high quality leads, 100 per day or per week, and I would be able as a potential to reach 10K months, I would pay for that price. And imagine that my one-to-one programs, the VIP programs, I work on one-to-one with people, I'm already fully booked. People, they really prefer to pay even the higher price programs that are double the price that you see here for this program. So the next time that you're considering if it's expensive or not, on something in comparison to what, because it's really important to realize the value of what you get. So if you still struggle to understand the value for your own business, okay, send me an email at info@mentoring.com or actually book a call through the link I'm going to share in the chat, because for me, it's really important to understand if this can work for you or not. But as I mentioned, never, I would say rarely, the money, the time are the reason, someone doesn't get into such a program. I would really love to know your opinion. Please share your insights in the chat. And if you're watching the recording, yes, definitely tag me so as me to be able to see your comments. Another question, is the course for me if I don't have a website, my online presence is just a LinkedIn so far? So yes, both of the previous participants that just went live with me, they didn't have a website when they joined. Erica, as a starting out translator, she just created it with me. She didn't even have a domain name, or a professional address, but she didn't need it because she just started out and created everything in less than 3 months. Whereas for me, it took me more than like a whole year to write a CV, but even more to actually get closer to my goals. And of course, Valentina, who was previously live here with us, and you can find all the video section of our Facebook group or under my recent activity on my LinkedIn profile, you will see that even Valentina, she didn't have a website and she used only her LinkedIn to become fully booked. And she actually was 10 plus years of experience in the industry and she didn't need a website. And actually now she joined the Ultimate LinkedIn Prospecting System because she has been even receiving phone calls from potential clients that they found here on Google by Google Italian translator based in, and then they put her location because we followed some hacks on LinkedIn that actually helped her to be visible in a targeted audience by her services that she offers and her location. So if you would like to find how to do this on your own, book a call with me and we can discuss that. So after listening to you yesterday, I'm now wondering if the Ultimate LinkedIn Prospecting System should be suitable for me or the one-to-one mentoring. Then in such a case, I would definitely recommend you to go to Erica's Matamuto Live, where she has been a mentee of mine for both types of coaching, mentoring that I offer, both my one-to-one or the group one. And she shares her insights and the positive side of each of the cases to see what works for you or not. But if you can work in a community, if you can take advantage of working, in a community and creating collaborations, networking, and you feel that this is very important for you, this program, the group program, is for you. Plus the one-to-one, apart from the fact that it will work only the two of us, okay, the price is double and the sessions are half. So there are things to take into consideration. Does this process apply to specific language combinations? No, okay? Again, no. No matter what is your language combination, okay? This process that I'm teaching can work for you. Can I implement the process and see results even if I'm based, and then you put a country? So again, and that would be the last thing I will say about it, no matter where you're based in the world, no matter what is your language combination, and no matter what is your starting point, like either you are starting out translator or 60 years old, and you need to update your skills and your knowledge, this program can help you. But please let me know in the chat if I have answered your questions, if I've gone through, most of your maybe objections you have had into your mind. And I would really like to see, if there is something missing, if you have a question that I didn't cover, because I'm always collecting, the questions that you are sending me, so as to be able to cover all the participants' needs. So thank you so much for hitting and liking this live and being here live with me. So now I'm going to share a few success stories, and shortly I have a surprise for you. I'm so emotional today because we're going to have one of the first 5-figure months results of my program. Those that they trusted me, they were able to be the first ones who reached gaining 10K euros, dollars, wherever they are based, per month, working as freelancers from home. So in 4 minutes from now, don't leave this live if you would like to hear a full success story. We're going to have live, yes, Catherine Lelson. I think Catherine has been, the best guest that I've ever had on my live sessions. I don't know how many hundreds views her video has. And of course, Catherine is going to reveal and share everything that she knows on how she used the knowledge that I shared with her in my mentoring program. And actually, she was able, having 3 kids working from home, to be able to reach 10K months while she was introvert and without using any aggressive selling methods. She got fully booked by implementing only 20% of the things that we showed in the program. So this has been unique. Her story is so inspirational, even for myself. Even I grow with you. Don't underestimate that someone that they show you the way or the path, they cannot grow. You help me to grow as well with your feedback, with your results, that's the main reward that I get from you. So if you still have questions, use the link that I'm sharing in the chat. Shortly, I'm going through the success stories, the best ones that I have gathered. And of course, in a few minutes, like 3 minutes from now, Catherine from Canada, Halifax, she's going to join us here live. And she's going to share with you her own story, working from home with 3 kids, being an introvert, without a content marketing, without posting online every day, without being active on LinkedIn, without using Celicy methods. She was fully booked by using my method through inbound leads, and she was able to reach 10K months working from home, in less than 6 months. So if you have any questions, keep them for Catherine is joining us shortly. Marion, did I answer any kind of questions? Do you have any more questions, something you would like to share? So use the chat and I will be able to see your questions there. And of course, I'm sharing the link because I don't want you to miss this opportunity. The next round will be next year. And it's such a pity, if you know that this program will help you to postpone your success, to postpone your progress, to postpone the results and the money that would bring to your business, why to wait for 2023 and what happens in between? We've seen so many unexpected things happening. The best thing that you can do right now is to invest in such a platform like LinkedIn to help you bring the best results without you needing to attend live events, or without you needing to send thousands of emails, or without you needing to make traveling and so on. But those are the things that have been restricted to us, all of us. Yeah, a lot the last few years. So yes, that's why I insist on LinkedIn. That's why I believe that the ultimate LinkedIn prospecting system is the best program I have ever created. And LinkedIn is the best platform if you really want to attract high quality clients. And why I insist on that? Because I've seen that happening through your own stories and the results that you get. So let me know if you have any questions. And before we go with Catherine, that I assume she will be here shortly with us, I'm sharing also the link in the chat for those that you would like to book a free call with me. Book your free call, no strings attached, okay, to see if this program is the right for you. Because if it's not, I'm going to be the first to tell you. Okay, so let's go. So the ultimate LinkedIn prospecting system 3-month group coaching program, you visit vmentoring.com ULPS and you will be redirected to this page where you will find more information about the program. It's the first comprehensive results-oriented LinkedIn group coaching program for language professionals that exists out there. This is the reason why I have, participants from all over the world to join me live. So if you're still wondering if this program is for you, there is no such a program. And this is the reason why right now I have 3 people from California, I have people from LA, I have people from Miami, 2 from New York, Chicago, North Carolina, Halifax, countries, because this doesn't exist even there. So we have Catherine shortly, and she's going to share her own insights, and I'm happy to go through the testimonials if you're having her here. All right, I don't know if I'm going to close them. I will decide later. So what you're going to do, you're going to attract high quality clients so that you can make the income you desire while working on projects that you love. Is this the ideal scenario? Why you cannot make it? We have one life to live and we need to enjoy what we do. And this is Catherine, which is just joining us live. I've sent you, Catherine, the link. Catherine, she has said to me, I did not think it was possible, but it happened for me. And in April, I reached a 10K month thanks to Virginia. Virginia's program is the safest, non-threatening, most authentic, introvert-friendly one I saw. And as a matter of belief, of what we're writing here, we are having Catherine here live. So I don't need to show any more written testimonials. So hello, Catherine. I was like going through the success stories of my previous rounds of the program, and you just came at the right time. How are you?
I'm doing well, Virginia. How are you?
Thank you for accepting my invitation, even though I know that you're growing your business. You have so many projects going on and so many things, and your couple, 2, 3 businesses that you intend to create. And I'm so happy to have you here because for me, I really like, to have people that they trust me and I know them for so long, and you know me already 2 years. So I'm removing the written. I assume people, they have seen it, and I have Catherine here live with me. So would you like to introduce yourself to those that they don't know you already, people that are new, before we start our short discussion? I don't want to hold you long because I know that your schedule is very, very tight today.
Yes. Okay. Well, my name is Catherine Lilson. I am a certified Spanish to English translator. I'm certified by ATA and also in Canada through Athens and CITIC. And I have been working as a freelance translator for 15 years. I also work as an editor. I review translations, and I also work as a medical interpreter. So I have 3 different areas of my business. All of them are growing well, and I'm happy to be here today.
Exactly, because I really want to inspire people, and it really makes sense, to see, the ongoing. It doesn't have to be a success like story, something extraordinary that someone has to share. But for me, also growing, like keep growing in your business. Even small steps are really, encouraging for people. And of course, I remember your first live that it was like here, was like amazing. That you had mentioned, your results, tangible results after you have had completed the 3-month program. So it took you, like, if we can say, 6 months or something. It was, so people, they are here, to listen to such stories, because I think that we miss inspiration those days, especially the times that we live. And also remember the title. That's why I have written that here. It was your inspirational quote, like, can I afford it not to afford it? That was your quote back then. But I don't know if there is anything else like you would like me to change. Do you have an inspiration of something more inspirational to share as a title today?
Yeah, well, that was my feeling when I signed up 2 years ago. Can I afford not to do this? I had already been working, but what Virginia promised in her fully booked translator formula was to have a full inbox. So I followed half of the steps of that program because I did half of it because I redesigned my website, I optimized my LinkedIn profile, and I have my email campaign ready to go. But just by optimizing my LinkedIn, I am now fully booked. So, so that was
introductory section for the ultimate LinkedIn prospecting system, even if it wasn't the program that you joined, the result that you got only from LinkedIn, amazing.
Yes, yes. I have people reaching out to me a lot. I've picked up new clients, and I've also started offering more services to my existing clients.
We're going to reveal everything of your new services. I'm so curious, and I think also it will be really helpful for the audience that we have here to let them know about those very important new services. So I will divide the whole half session of this call to this information. But before going there, because I really want to describe all of the different service. For me, what's really, really interesting to hear from you is was like everyone was reaching out to you without you, because I know that you're an introvert, you're not that active, like visibly at least active on LinkedIn, which means that you
Mhm.
don't like post on a daily basis. You have not like a content marketing strategy like like crazy creating content or graphics or things like that.
Yeah.
You have not implemented, as you mentioned previously, and that's the second part of the call we're going to discuss where you joined the one-to-one. You have not implemented outreach. So for me, it was magical. The moment that you told me, Virginia, I'm fully booked since then, I was able to reach 10K, but only people are finding me. And you're not like that active. You're not the people like other people that they do like million things and they
Yeah.
still don't see results. So for me, it's still a mystery, even though I know what I teach in the program. For you, have had the best, if we can say, results in terms of inbound leads. That's what you got.
Yes, I am a bit of a marketing chicken.
Mhm.
So I
You're not
I
alone.
don't
You're not
I
the
don't
only
do yeah, I don't do a lot of outbound marketing. So my profile is set up to maximize the inbound marketing. And I also felt like I'm a busy person. So I'm a mom. I have 3 kids.
one.
I wanted to do what was most effective for my lifestyle. And so, following Virginia's system for optimizing and setting up my connection requests or my letters when I am contacted by different agencies or different clients, it's all ready to go. It doesn't take much time. I can respond, and I'm adding to my client roster every week. I'm adding
Wow, every
connections every week, but it's not something that takes a whole lot of time. And the effect has been that I've gained new clients and I'm offering new services, and it's manageable for me.
So you are the real example of those. I'm telling them that if you optimize the right way your LinkedIn profile, you will be able to see even 900% more views to your profile. So it really, really works and actually can bring you clients and leads also through Google, because LinkedIn search engine is 100% connected with Google. So amazing. Thank you so much for coming here and sharing again the same results which you keep getting. And of course, while you're growing and you're adding so many sales and new businesses, it means that everything is going very, very well for you. So before we getting into describing your new service and business ideas and so on, whatever you would like to share with the audience, I would really like to ask you, because I think you are the only one, if I'm correct, I have had Erica who joined my one-to-one and then joined the 3-month program. I have had people who join my 3-month program, but then definitely join again a second round. I have Yolanda. Yolanda, she was with you. So she's going to join right now the 3-month program. I have Valentina, who she completed the fully booked and joined. But you took it even further. You joined the VIP program I have for people that are very successful and they really want looking for ideas to scale up. And I was so happy the moment that you told me so, because I didn't believe that you need more help. So I was pretty sure. And I really like to work with people I really like and I really appreciate and value. And we share the same values. So if you would like shortly to share what was the reason why, and what is your expectation, because we just like started out this, and of course the rest of the time
Okay.
devoted to your services.
Well, I have been, like Virginia said, I have 3 main areas. There's translation, there's bilingual editing, and there's interpreting. And all 3 areas are growing. But I did not want it to grow out of control. So I want to grow with a plan. So for this next step in my business, where I'm ready to start marketing to a specific group instead of just, accepting almost everything that comes in, where I'm starting to think about building a team, where I'm starting to think about hiring an assistant. I did a review at the end of the first quarter in March, and I thought, okay, what are all of the steps that I've taken in the past 2 years that have been helpful, that have brought me to this point? And, the major standout from 2020 was working with Virginia. So I knew that if I was ready to keep growing without losing my sanity, then I wanted to work with her again. So here I am. And I
But you
told
have
her,
added
I'm
in your
here
life.
because you helped me before. I'm at a
Amazing.
different stage and I would like your help for this stage.
And you know how interesting it
Mhm.
is for me to have someone that I've seen them growing, reaching 5 figure months, and then even growing further, create businesses, hiring team. For me, it's also very challenging and it's very, very interesting. And we will be here in the long run to see even more successes from this amazing Catherine. Most of you, you know her already because of her success story and inspirational stories she had shared with us back in 2020 that she mentioned. So thank you so much, Catherine, that you mentioned this. And let's get into, because I know that your time is very, very limited. I don't want to take a lot of time. Unless there is anything else you would like to share about like working with me or the programs, we can go through your own things, the new things that you're coming up and you would like to share with us.
Okay. Well, I think one of the most helpful exercises is to write down a list of goals.
Okay.
When you work with a mentor, and I didn't know this the first time that I went through the program, um, that program was different in that she had a curriculum that we were following and we needed to implement and then come back with feedback.
Yeah.
So this time, my mindset has been, what do I want to get out of it? What do I need to practice? And that requires setting concrete goals. And then, Virginia's guiding me along those goals, but I have to practice and implement and then ask questions. So a
Mhm.
mentor is someone who you can ask. It doesn't really matter, right? I've had all kinds of big and little and dumb and
Oh,
not so dumb
yeah.
questions, but you
I
need
don't
to be
think
able to use the time
we're
properly.
not there yet.
Uh-huh. Use the time properly and make sure that you have measurable targets. So one of the things in our list for this
Exactly.
session that we're working together is, what are the deliverables? What are the targets that we want to reach? How are we going to hit them? When are we going to hit them by? So if anyone's considering a mentoring program, then make sure that you discuss those with your mentor so that you're always moving forward.
Thank you so much, Catherine. I know that we don't have any affiliate, we haven't got any, so I'm 100% sure that you're just saying your own honest opinion. That's what we've been working, and that's 100% sure. We're not going to reveal any other details how we do this, but to connect it with the upcoming things we're going to share with you. Actually, Catherine, she has so many ideas. Not everyone has the same, background or personality or business model. So what we are going to work together is dividing those things, in specific different strategies, so as to be able, Catherine, to implement them and in a sufficient, successful way. And without feeling overwhelmed, especially when you have 3 or 4 different business ideas, and by implementing them in such a way so as to see results, not just a strategy, because we are going to implement with Catherine one of the 3 strategies for one of the 3 ideas. And if you're like Catherine, if you have too many different ideas, if you're so like talented like Catherine, and you might have skills that you haven't taken advantage of, then definitely, having someone to answer your questions. And yes, through your goals and through your intentions, to create a plan with actionable steps, so as to help you to have a plan. And most of you tell me, Virginia, join this program because I really prefer to have a structure. I really prefer the way that you tell me exactly what you do. So if you miss this part, but you have great ideas, I can help you. You don't need to be a starting out translator to go to a mentor. And Catherine C is a great example of this. Even if people with making 5 figure months, they join mentors. Even myself with my coach, we have a red circle where people only with 6 figure businesses, they join. So no matter what is the stage that you are right now, such a program
Mhm.
can help you to take the next step. And that's hopefully we're going to do with Catherine and share with you more details when those will be alive. So thank you so much, Catherine. Now the stage is yours. I'm so curious, and I know that I encourage you to do so, and I feel like it's something also. I really want to provide value through my live session. So I think also the audience, the translators, language professionals who are attending my sessions and they follow me, they will find this really, really helpful, because one of the things you're going to share, I don't know what else you're going to share, it's something that I get asked so often about, how can I edit my English copy? Like, I create the about section, but I'm not a native speaker. And sometimes also my feedback is very strict, and I tell them, if you're a translator or a language professional and you want to attract clients through LinkedIn, your English copy, let's given that you write in English, your copy should be perfect, which means no typo, should be 100% reflecting your value through this, and also your quality of your work. Because if you have mistakes, in your English text, and I understand that by not being a native that might happen, then we need to find ways to reassure the quality of your copy. So this is what Catherine is going to share with us right now. She came up with a great idea. It's actually, for me, it's a natural sequence of her talent. So why not? So thank you so much, Catherine, for sharing that with us today.
Okay, so what I've started to do, I have, as I mentioned, about 15 years of experience doing into English translations, and I serve on two boards. I serve on my provincial board, and I also serve on the national board in Canada. And there are a lot of translators who need help marketing their services. And they might already have a website, they might already have copy or a CV. But what I've noticed from the translators who reach out to me for help is that sometimes they need just a little bit of polish and proofreading to make sure that if you are trying to reach translation agency managers, if you're reaching out to direct clients, if you're marketing your services online in any way, your copy needs to be perfect. It needs to sparkle. So what I do is I help them with the English proofreading of their CVs. I help them with their cover letters. I help them just making sure that they know how to express themselves and how to highlight all of their experience in the best possible way, because typos really affect your credibility. And in the language business, you need credibility. And what you're selling to your clients is also credibility. So they need to know that you're able to write and to present their work that they've done as a translator. But when you are selling yourself, you also need to invest in making sure that you make a great impression the first time, because you never get a second chance to make a first impression. So the service that I am offering is for translators who perhaps don't have English as their first language. You can contact me, send me your CVs, send me your cover letters. I'd be very happy to proofread them and make sure that you start out with the best foot forward.
When I had your first idea, I was so amazed. I found it very, very helpful. It's something we miss in our industry, because we tend to be, translators, language professionals, and rarely, we go and seek for help. But what I've seen by optimizing, other colleagues' profiles, and since you mentioned previously that you were added by people, you were found, you were full booked through your online presence and your profile, they should realize, people who are watching us, how important it is, the content, the text that you have there. And based on statistics during the last masterclass that I hosted last week, 9 out of the 10 people you're going to contact through LinkedIn, and if you don't get acceptance to your connection request, it's because of that. They will accept or reject your connection request based on the information they see on your profile. Right. And I've been reviewing so many profiles, and sometimes they have typos, they have repeated words, and they haven't noticed them. And I told them, do you have any mistakes? Do you have something that might, tend clients to leave your profile, or to find something that they cannot trust? Because that's what we need to do. We need to build that trust with your clients through LinkedIn. And that's what Catherine does. And I think that's an amazing offer that we have here. And what I would go a step further, Catherine, and let me know if this is something you would like to do. For those that you will contact Catherine, she can have 15 minutes call for you, so you can reach Catherine out. I don't know, Catherine, through your email, how you would like people to contact you if they're interested in your offer.
Well, you can contact me through my email or through Skype, and we can set up a 15-minute call to see what your needs are.
Yeah, let's make the first approach through email. So what's the email? I'd like to share it. Can you spell it a bit more so you can contact?
Okay.
Because, it's difficult to find someone trustworthy for me, I never, promote directly or indirectly other people if I don't trust them. And for me, what's really important, apart from the fact that Catherine is a very, very good person, like you can actually confidential, you can trust Catherine. For me, it's really important that she has, completed my program, which means that she knows my processes. And if you go to Catherine to actually thank you, Catherine. So if you're going to Catherine to actually get support, she knows exactly how to help you optimize, the right way your content and your profile based on my approaches. But I mean, like excelling and taking to the next level your English copy, no matter if it is a CV, a cover letter, or even your LinkedIn profile. Because Catherine, what she did is actually she had a very polished profile, and that's why she was fully booked only through inbound leads. The information that you put out there is really, really important for anyone. And imagine how important it is for us that we promote ourselves as translators and language professionals. So I don't know if there's anything else to share, Catherine.
That's it. If anyone is watching, I would just continue to encourage you to keep learning, to keep reaching out for help. I don't think that you ever reach a point where you stop needing help. I'm an experienced translator, but I know enough to ask for help when I need it. Virginia also mentioned, she has a coach. So if you are ready to keep growing, it's very important to work with someone who understands your business, who understands where you want to go, and who can help you get there.
So thank you so much, Catherine. That's a great way to conclude this live, because I know that I'm taking your time for my projects that we got already today, and I feel a bit guilty. So
no, it's okay.
Before we close this live, and thank you so much once again, is the fact that you mentioned your words. You mentioned something. It's very good to know where to ask for help. And I think that this is what separates the best from the rest. As I mentioned, I have a coach. I will have a coach. I always like to work with people that they are, a better level for me, or they know the path that they can lead me, and I really enjoy working with them. We have a chemistry, and they really help me each time. So also I return to different coaches. Also I have invested in 5-figure coaching plans. So Marion is here, and she says, thank you, Catherine, for sharing your experience. Marion, thank you for being here live with us. If you have any questions for Catherine, then definitely, reach her out to the email that we said in the chat, or use the chat right now to ask us anything, and we can answer it. So thank you, Marion. That was, I would like to say, that was the secret behind of your success, Catherine. Ask for help, and anything that you can integrate to your process and you don't know, ask also for help to integrate this. And in the future, we're going to have many different surprises with Catherine that she launches already. But stay tuned, because we want, everything to be in place and on time. But Catherine will be able, to have settled everything during the months that we work together and afterwards. And the building is definitely something I would suggest to all of you guys that you're growing. So such an inspirational story once again, such a best way to close this day, having all of you here with me today. Thank you, all of you. Thank you, Catherine, once again. Is there anything else before we close?
Thank you for having me, and I hope to hear from some of you soon.
Yeah, so let's close with that. Use the email that I just said in the chat. I'm going also to share in other platforms if it wasn't said, and take advantage of 15 minutes call is nothing, or as long as it's Catherine offers, to get your insights, pick your brain, and also to have an idea what you need to change in your copy, to take a look. Catherine will be honest and will give you the support that you need. So
yes, a lot of what I do is revising work by other translators. I think translation is the best job ever. So I would like to help as many people as possible get started, get going, keep moving. And so
you are not only certified translator, because those credentials, for those that they missed, is a certified translator, she's editor, she gets most of your income through editing projects, and that's the tricky part we're working with here. Outreach strategy, how the editing can be, the first, if we can say, service of income that she offers. And of course, she is also a member of the biggest associations in the US and Canada, and board member of the board. Is that correct, Catherine?
Yeah.
very well esteemed. And for me, being here in such a small country, in Greece, with so many problems, is an honor. I will be repeating that, to have people like you, Catherine, joining me, trusting me, working with me. And again, the best reward is to see you skyrocket all of your progress and see whatever the success is defined by you. I wish you that you will see. Okay, and I don't doubt.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, thank you so much. So, Catherine, you stay here. We close the live. Thank you, guys. You've been here with me since I don't know how many hours I'm going live. So, Catherine, thank you. People that you would like to find out more about Catherine's success and how she can help you with your editing of your own English copy, especially if you're not an English speaker, you can contact through email, and Catherine will help you. So, have her. Okay, what they say in the chat. So she says, thank you. Okay, you're welcome, guys. You're welcome. Find the details in the chat, and have a rest great of the day, where you're based in the world, or evening if you're in the European market, and see you around. Okay, bye-bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.